What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about identifying connections that you have with people. Now, this is all going to be based off of my perspective, how I view life, the experiences that I've had with people, the interactions that I had with people, and just everything that I've gathered through my observations and just through, just experiencing life in general. So feel free to chime in. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Give me your perspective. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know if you relate to any of these connections. Let me know if, just let me know. Because this is my perspective. This is how I view life, but it's not going to be the same as you. You're going to view life different. You're going to see connections differently. So always feel free to, leave comments. Let me know what you think down below. But without further ado, connection number one. Connection number one is going to be a family connection. More specifically, a mother and their child. A mother and their child. I feel like a mom has like a deep sixth sense. Like I can't prove it, but I feel like every mom just has that sixth sense. Like for any moms out there that watch my videos, you know when your kid's in danger, and you know when your kid's not, when your kid's doing something that they're not supposed to be doing. You just have that inner feeling. You have that higher knowing, that hunch that you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, that higher voice. You always feel like, you always know when your son's in trouble, when your daughter's in trouble. You just know. I feel like that's one connection that's a connection that's very, very valuable. It's a connection that's very unique. There's no other connection there's no other connection stronger than a mother and her child, or even a father and their child, especially a mother and her child, because you got to think, like, the mother actually brought life to that vessel. You know what I'm saying? So it's more personal. It's more of a, it's more of a tight bond, because that's that thing, like, speaking from a mom's perspective, like, that came out of me, you know what I'm saying? So of course I love my child, because I gave birth to that child. I've been in the ER 12 hours pushing that child out of me, you know what I'm saying? So I have that special connection with that child, and I feel that child is me. Like, that child belongs to me. So that's the number one connection that I can identify, is the child between a mother and her child. That child, or that connection is unique. There's none other like it. The second connection that I want to get into is just like the basic regular connection, your regular everyday friend. It could be a work friend, it could be, a school friend, it could be, somebody you hoop with, somebody you go to the gym with, somebody you just have a mutual bonding over, anything like that. These bonds are going to be, they make you laugh. You guys share common interests. You guys may share a similar perspective on certain things. You guys may, make each other laugh. You guys, whatever it is, it's just a basic connection. It's not too strong of a connection, but strong enough to where you guys, it's always good times when you see each other. There's always good vibes. It's short and sweet. Every time you guys see each other, it's short and sweet. It's, you've gotten everything that you've needed to say out of your chest in that one interaction that you had with that person. And it's those connections that you don't force. They just come naturally. You don't force that connection. You don't force the hangouts. You don't force the plans, the calls, the FaceTime calls, the text messages. You don't force any of that stuff. It just comes naturally, because the connection's meant to be, So anything that's meant to be, it's always going to happen, because it's just ordained to be that way, But as far as this connection, this is just, you could relate this to, anybody at work, or just anybody you grew up with, a neighbor. They don't know you well enough to to be like an emotional support. They don't know you enough to ground you. They don't know you enough to identify when there's something wrong with you, but they know you enough to start a conversation, to keep a conversation going, to make you laugh, to spark your interest, whatever. That's like a basic connection. And we all have those. uh, I'm going to stop myself right here. Eventually I want to make a video on how valuable and the importance of each one of these connections, because I feel like each one of these connections serve their own they serve their own purpose inside your life. It could be different for everybody. It's going to be different for everybody. I can't really explain everybody's different connection with people, but I want to kind of make like a what do you call it? I want to get like a I want to get our ideas together and kind of figure out what these connections mean, and what the value that these connections bring to our life. But that's for another video. Back to what I was saying. The third connection, this is a connection where it comes, and it could come in any form. It could come in a form of a soulmate. It can come in a form of a twin flame. Now, me personally, I feel like those two things are different. I feel like a soulmate is the same soul but split into two different vessels. So the same soul, same interests, same perspective of life, same, integrity, same morals, um, you know, uh, just a very, very similar, but it's like split into two different people. That's where you get your soulmate. That's where you find people that you just, these are the type of connections where, you may be having a conversation with this particular person, and they may finish your sentence, or they may finish something you said before you even said it, or, you know, they may see you, and even though you're not the type to really express your emotions, they just see you and they just know right off the bat what's wrong, and stuff like that. So that's one connection, that's a very strong connection. That's a connection that can be built over time. You know, that's a connection that that you want to have. That's a connection that you want to have with every single one of your friends. You want to reach a point in your friendship where the person that you're friends with knows when there's something's wrong with you, knows when you need to be, knows when you need to vent, knows when you're going through something at home. Of course, you can't read somebody else's mind, but they just know your body language. They know how you act. They know how you react. They know, you know, not your thought patterns, but they know your behavioral patterns. They know what you do when you're mad. Basically that type of connection, the type of connection where they know you so well that they know what you're going to say, they finish your sentences, and they know when there's something wrong with you. So that is the third connection. That's the third connection, and I believe that connection's very similar to a twin flame connection. And a twin flame connection, I feel like a twin flame, me personally, I feel like a twin flame is somebody that doesn't necessarily have the same interest as you, doesn't necessarily have to have the same, doesn't have to have the same, background as you. They don't, like, for an example, say, this person came up from a rough background and this person came up from a good background. I don't think a twin flame has to be, though, I don't think they have to be identical people. I just think that what makes a twin flame connection is when those two people come together, they automatically become better. Like, this person's fine on their own, this person's fine on their own, but when they join forces and gather their information and gather the thoughts together, they become even stronger together. That's what I feel like a twin flame connection, because when you think about it, twin flame, flame on fire, flame, right? Fire, fire. What do we say is on fire? On fire means it's spreading, right? When it's spreading, it's on fire, it's hot, it's cooking, it's rising. Twin flame connection, twin flame, twins, flame, rising. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like, that's what a twin flame connection is when two people, and again, I want to make myself clear, it doesn't have to be a male and a female. It could be a male and a male. It could be a female and a female. It could be, a male, or it could be, a child and their mother. It could be a child and their grandmother. It could be a child and, their like whatever. It could be any two people. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It doesn't have to be a friendship. I mean, it's obviously going to be a friendship, but you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be somebody who you would expect the most. Sometimes it's somebody you would least expect to be your twin flame. But once you come together, once you gather those thoughts together, once you are on the same frequency, and you guys like rise, you guys rise in dimension, you guys rise in state of mind, in a higher plane of thinking. That's why that connection is so not it's valuable. Yeah, it's a valuable connection, but it's a dangerous connection, because when that connection is made, a lot can be done. Like, think about it. You think about, I don't know, let's take any two power couple. Let's take a power couple. Let's take, I don't know, Superman and Wonder Woman. Superman is good on his own. Wonder Woman is good on its own, but if Superwoman and Wonder Woman came together, they could, you know what I'm saying? They could fuck shit up. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's basically a twin flame connection, is when, it's not relying on, it's not so much codependency, but it's more of a working together, benefiting each other, lifting each other up. It's more of a companionship. Like, we're gonna make each other better. We're gonna rise in frequency. We're gonna rise in thinking, and we're gonna do whatever it is. It could be for the good or it could be for the bad. We all have free will. We all have the choice to do whatever you want. We all have the choice to do whatever we want with this energy. We all have free will. It's up to us. And yeah, I mean, that's all I pretty much have to say. That is the main, I think I named 4 connections. I said 3, but that was 4. Those are the main 4 connections that I know. Again, let me know if you know any more connections. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know if you relate. Let me know if you know exactly what I'm talking about. And yeah, just leave feedback. And yeah, with all that being said, peace, love, positivity. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Peace.